Another little review on the 7.3 about how it pulls. Pulls pretty good. We've been pulling these two around for a good while, and yeah, it's got plenty of power. I'm not quite sure what they both weigh. 643 and a 650, 14,000 pound rated trailer. Getting close to max GVW. Well, I kind of wish this truck had some overload springs, but it pulls it pretty good. The 10-speed does pretty dang good. Yeah. Alright, you can kind of see the beginning of that video. I didn't do a real good review because we were working and, well, still working, just cleaning up after the storm. Well, this doesn't matter, but this is 4 days after it with all the snow melting and stuff. It's been a complete mess. Anyways, I pulled those two skid steers. It was a 643 Bobcat and a 650, and shipping weight on the 643 is 4,100, and the 650, the S650 is 8,100 pounds. But anyways, so it was a good test, you know. Sorry, I'm holding up the train here. So it was a pretty good test. Oh man, we went like that for a full day just because we were short-handed on trucks and whatnot. Man, it pulled good. There was no messing around. It didn't need much more power or nothing. But anyways, yeah, it was a good running sucker. The only thing, mine was the 355. Mine is the 355 rear end gears. I wish I had 430s for that one, because, you know, that was 12,000, almost 13,000 pounds on the deck, not including the trailer it was on. But it did good. You know, that first gear is just a little tall. The 430s would have been rocking for that, but, you know, the rest of the time I didn't need for more power. It pulled down it sucked down some gas. Don't get me wrong, I didn't check my fuel mileage. I was too busy running around like a chicken with my head cut off, but, man, it pulled good. If you're just watching this, if you want to watch, I made a video about why I went with the, alright, my phone is sitting on the steering wheel rattling, why I went with the gasser instead of the Power Stroke like my previous truck. You can watch that video. It's the 7.3 review of Godzilla, why I went gas instead of diesel, but I won't get into that today. But second towing review, heavy pulling, you know, that was a pretty good load. I don't, if it was up to me, I would have pulled it with a gooseneck, but time is money in a snowstorm, and we did what we did, and it worked out fine, you know. They're really, you know, if somebody asked me to haul that like that across state, I'd do it. It didn't bother me much. I mean, that handled that weird weight on the tongue like that well, but anyways, like I said, the first gear, 355s, it's a little low for me going like that. I wish I had 430s for that, but not enough that I was like, you know, something needs to change here. It worked plenty good. Man, that thing had tons of power. I was never, you know, I've got that 2007, I have a 2007 Chevy that's my other service truck with the 6.0 gas. And you know, driving that thing with an empty trailer, you're always in that thing, pulling hard, you know. And my 7.3, I drove it the same way out of habit, and I'd look down and I'd be speeding in no time flat. I mean, I was pretty excited about how that thing did. That was the first, you know, and it run like that for 4 or 5 hours, or longer than that, 7 or 8 hours. I was pulling those two around, loading and unloading. I mean, we were all over the state doing that. So that's my other quick review. I'll do some more as the time goes on. I think the truck's got 71, 73, 7,400 miles on it now. Fuel mileage it's not a diesel, but it's not terrible. Been averaging 15, 16 empty, 10 to 12 towing. I'm not joking. It pulls pretty good. I've run the I-70 pass a few times, up to Laramie a handful of times. I mean, I like this truck. It runs good. I'm not in it right now. I'm in my big service truck, but yeah, I'll do some more reviews as time goes on. But yeah, that's my kind of heavy tow review. It did good. It pulled good. Yeah.